going to Walibi for our very first time. So here we go. Walibi is kind of like a Six Flags. It actually used to be owned by Six Flags, but now it's just owned by whoever. I don't know. So we're making the drive. It's about 45-50 minutes from our house. We made reservations in advance because right now with COVID, you have to make reservations. And so we also bought the passes so we can go more than once, because knowing us, and if you saw our Summer at Six Flags series last year, we love theme parks. So this will be our very first time going, and hopefully we can have a regular / normal experience despite COVID stuff. So we'll see. Oh,
we might be pronouncing the name of the place wrong. So
yeah, it could be Walibi.
Could be Walibi.
We're saying Walibi, so I don't. Yeah, we don't know. Walibi. Walibi. I don't know. Even with an accent, I don't know. Alright, so here is our adventure at the park. We're right inside the gate of the park. They're playing like social distancing stuff, but right here at the entrance there is information, there's a gift shop, there's bathrooms, there is stroller rentals and locker rentals. Sorry, it is hard to talk with this, so I might film today and then voice over later. But we just want to show you what this entrance is like and all of the things that are right here to help you. And they do speak a little English, so we were able to get some help with our passes. But we're ready to go into the park, so here we go. This is like a secondary entrance, and there's more stuff right here before you actually get into the park. It's actually a pretty good speed we're going too.
This reminds me of Tin Lizzie.
It is just like Tin Lizzie, isn't it? There they are, right there. So we actually ended up backtracking and coming over and splitting to the left right when you get at the entrance so that we could go into this area and do the Popcorn Revenge, which is a family ride. And then my husband also wanted to do the Cobra, which is what you see right here. Popcorn Revenge showed about a 5-minute wait, but as you can see, there is no one in any of the queue. They have some fun pop culture posters in there to look at, and like I said, it was super empty and it went really quick to get on. This is the gift shop at the end of the ride, and they had some really fun merch, both related to the popcorn ride and also just some general Walibi stuff. They also had the snacks that you can get there and just a variety of different kinds of souvenirs and stuff. So it was pretty cool. We didn't buy anything this time, but it was fun to see. Me and the kids did this ride next, and it is like a circular lift ride, and it was fun for them. And then we did this while Hubs was over on the Cobra roller coaster. You can't see him really from this shot, but he is actually on that car as they are going backwards to the beginning. So at least if you split up, everyone can do something in the same area. Continuing on from this area, we went to Roger River, which is just right around the corner, for a nice cool off on the ride. the sprinklers.
Bye-bye. Oh, no.
This is so cool. Oh boy.
We're so safe. Oh, no.
Sit down. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
It got us good. Soaking wet. Oh. Wet. 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 Oh. Soaking wet. Ugh. Ugh. My whole side. All wet. It's all wet. I'm all wet. But it feels good. That's why we did it, right? Roger River, 10 out of 10. Next up was Fun World, which is a great area with lots to do, especially for your medium-sized kids who want a small thrill. After this, we wandered around to get some food. I got the chicken panini from one of the little stands, and then the boys got this big hamburger baguette thing from one of the cafes, and it was a baguette with a burger deep fried and then the fries on top.
Okay, so for the sandwich, I thought it was okay for what it was. It had a lot of, I don't know, it didn't have a lot of flavor, but it was, I mean, it was good.
It wasn't like an American burger.
It wasn't like an American burger, and it wasn't like it is, what we say, like a meatloaf.
Yeah, like the flavor resembled meatloaf, but the texture resembles like breakfast sausage.
Yeah, it's so, anyway, it's good if you want something to fill you up, but it's not something that you're gonna go, oh, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. It's not like that.
We took shelter for a couple of minutes in this 4D ride as well because of the heat. 4D thing, the movie.
I said that was a bad idea because of how because we had to get wet. I said that was a bad idea.
We got wet, that's right. So it's 4D, so you wear the glasses, and then we got wet and we shook around, we moved.
And something was tickled.
Something tickled our feet, right?
Tickled your feet?
The only downside was that for me with the mask, it was fogging up the glasses, so I couldn't always see the screen. So I'm kind of like awkward, or like trying to like pinch it closed or like breathe. Like it was hard, but for the kids, it was nice. It was a quick like 5 minutes, and it was air conditioned. So if you need a break, you need to sit. Definitely check out this Los Bandidos 4D little event ride thing. Dad and Julia just went on the big wooden roller coaster.
Yes, Jules.
So come here, tell me about the ride.
What'd you think of the ride?
If you don't like bumpy rides, then that's not a ride for you.
It was bumpy.
It's an old school wooden ride.
And
So
wooden
it
ones
throws
are
you
like,
around
yeah.
super fast, and it throws you around. And if you make the restraint too tight, it's gonna really affect your stomach.
Oh.
So it was bad. You wouldn't like this ride.
Yeah, I don't like bumpy wooden rides, so. It's kind of cool at these drink stands that they have cocktails that are both with and without alcohol, just in case you're feeling fancy, and it's these small stands like this that have it. Next up, we came to another kid area, and the nice thing about this is that there's lots of shade, and you can kind of, as a parent, like sit in the middle and let the kids go from ride to ride to ride to ride because they're all right there. And this is more on the right-hand side of the park than the left-hand side. So you have lots of areas for your kids both ways, and these are good if your kids are a little bit smaller too. So I just wanted to show like these lines. It says 5 minutes, and you're basically walking straight on. That's what the 5 minutes is. In terms of crowd level, The most we've seen is 35 minutes, but there's some that were, I mean, most for 5 to 15 tops. And we're not going on that one. Ooh, that would be fun.
The new one they're building.
We're going to this mine train. In this western town area, there's another super chill ride. It's these riding ponies around the track. One of the kids did not enjoy the train, so this was a nice, like, calm down, chill out kind of ride for afterwards. This boat ride is another good one if you need to just like sit and have some shade. It's actually fairly long as well. I'd say about an 8 to 10 minute ride in the boat around this whole lake. So it was pretty cool.
Amazing.
You.
Wait, I'm supposed to taste that?
Yeah. It's a nice ride for.
It's nice and relaxing.
Gonna take a break, chill on this little river. Oh yeah, dragonfly.
It's a cute little anniversary ride.
Aww, with all the kids. Anyway, it's a cool ride, family ride. Keep you cool, relax for a minute. Anyway, I recommend this one. We made another snack break, and as you make your way to like the back of the park, there's actually a ton more really good food options. And we were able to get refills on the slushies, some cold sodas, and it was at this tiki bar, which is almost in the very, very back of the park. So this area is really cool. Don't skip out on it. Definitely come and explore and see all the different things that are happening back here. We didn't even do this roller coaster. We ended up just going back for the Tutankhamun. We also got, what was it? A chocolate muffin? The Milka chocolate chip muffin for them to try. So we're just taking a break for sweating to death, and we wanted to cool off. Tutankhamun, which we hear is like Justice League, if you know what Justice League is. It's really hot, so we're hoping we can get some shade in here, and it's only a 15-minute wait, which is awesome. The other ride we want to do is 30, so we're going to do this one first to cool off. Awesome, and it ended up being quicker. It's only a 5-minute wait now, but it's a fast ride. Cool effects. The kids enjoyed shooting. It's like I said, like it's Justice League, or I don't know what to compare it to, the Toy Story Mania, whatever. A little creepy. My 5-year-old's freaking out over the fire, but we'll also do a full POV of that video, and I'll link it here somewhere so you can see. But very cool, family friendly. We all liked it. At this point, it was 5 o'clock, and so we stopped for dinner so we wouldn't have to deal with the hassle of finding anywhere afterwards. This was the tuna salad. That's all they had left, and then the kids all got nuggets and fried kids meals. Hubs got the chicken strips and fries, and again, very traditional. All right, so the day was awesome. We literally stayed the entire time. I would say this, if you end up buying the season pass for parking, don't pay for daily parking when you get there. We did that, and then paid for the season pass parking, so it was kind of just a waste of 10 euros.
We didn't know that they had season pass.
We didn't know they had season pass parking, so that was on us. Because we got the season pass for Walibi and Aqualibi, so we can come to Walibi through November, and then Aqualibi is 1 full year. So all the times we come in the future, our parking's paid for. All of it is like if you come more than twice, then your pass pays for itself. So we'll be coming a ton, and we can do more like specific videos in the future instead of just the walkthrough. But we really enjoyed the day. I'd say definitely bring a pair of shoes to change into. I think we all,
except me.
Oh yeah, I think everyone, like me and Jackson, definitely changed our shoes. The girls wore sneakers all day, but Jackson and I wore flip-flops and switched into shoes later on. Bring sunscreen. You can bring in food and water, at least people did, so like you don't have to buy the food there if you don't want to.
Not just water, soda.
Oh yeah, and soda. Drinks, beverages. Bees were a problem. Jackson boy got stung. And just with food and the nature of summertime, there's a lot of bees there. So if you have an issue with bees, definitely bring anything you need to like not die.
No, it's a huge park, so don't go in thinking you're gonna fit in everything in one day. Fit in stuff.
What about all the coronavirus stuff? What do you think of like how they handled it all? and how full the park was.
Well, okay, so the park was like not even 50% full. I don't think it is even that full.
Right.
And yet they were at full capacity today for what they did in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to wear your mask all day, except if you're eating or drinking. So you need to choose your mask wisely.
Oh yeah, bring an extra mask.
Bring an extra mask.
Oh yeah.
If this is still going on, if you go during COVID. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about it. But secondly, you kind of worry about other people around you because you're so used to the distancing. And at this park, there are certain places that like social distancing just isn't a thing.
Yeah. And some people don't care that they're just like up against you or passing you, like brushing against you. Like some people just don't care. So it's whatever. Like if that bothers you, then like you have to be hyper aware. I'm kind of whatever. I'm cool with like all the hand sanitizing. I'm cool with that. I'm already a little bit like very small, petite amount of germaphobe. So like I am very happy that there's hand sanitizing. There was bathrooms everywhere. So there's no issues ever finding a bathroom if you want to wash your hands.
We sanitized before going on a ride and after we got off a ride, and there was hand sanitizer all around the entire park. So anytime you felt the need to sanitize, you could. But yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, easily. So first time, make sure you get a map. You either download the app or get a map of the place. That way you know where you are at all times, so that you can be able to go to the rides that you specifically want to. We kind of went in willy-nilly and enjoyed it, but if you like to be a hardcore planner, you're going to need to have a map to do it, because the place is really, really spread out.
It's easy to navigate. We took a picture of just like a map that was like on the sidewalk. The app won't download on our phones because we can't get our phones to switch to from American accounts. So even though we have a Belgian SIM card, Belgian phone number, all of that, our Google Play is like stuck on American and we can't get it to switch. So if for some reason you can't get the app like us, they have paper maps, or you can take a picture like we did, and we kind of like, our cameras are good enough that like we can take a picture and zoom in and like see the numbers and see where things were, what things were called, especially when it came to like trying to find family rides, because not all the rides could they go on. They're not all kid friendly. Some of the height requirements, that's something else to definitely look into, because we had a couple of disappointments of like height requirements being a thing where we just they couldn't go, and then they were disappointed. So I think other than that, is there anything else?
No. Oh, food.
Research your food before you go. There's tons of places to eat and lots of different choices. We kind of showed you what we ate today. You can bring your own food, and that's fine too. It was moderately priced. I wasn't like dying on prices.
Hamburgers are not hamburgers.
Don't expect an American style hamburger if you're gonna buy a burger. They process them differently, so
It reminds me of a veggie burger.
yeah, it's like a mix between a veggie burger and then like the flavoring of meatloaf, but
Yep.
then it's deep fried instead of just like cooked or grilled. So that's definitely different. And the panini was good. I felt like that was really normal, and me and the girls all shared one, and we were all fine with it. So that was good. The salads are a little bit different. They're like in those shaker cups. You have to like figure out how to get dressing through it all. How was the chicken?
Chicken was like regular.
Okay.
Like if
So
you
yeah,
went to a
just like the
fast food
burgers
place.
then, right? Like chicken burgers and hamburgers and all that, like it's just different here. So if you're not used to it, just be prepared that it's very different from American style food. Beer, there's alcohol, and I showed that one sign also has non-alcoholic drinks. Sodas, waters, teas, smoothies, slushies.
At that tiki hut that you went to, their like margarita or whatever that they have there,
Yeah.
that's like €9.
Yeah.
And it's really, really small. So, and they don't even do like a shot in it. Now, we're not drinkers, but I saw from someone else that just recently went there, and that was their review of that Tiki Hut place for alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
They'll mix your stuff for you, but they're gonna skip on your alcohol. So.
In 1 kilometer
And you'll still have to
roundabout,
pay a
take the
really
second
expensive
exit onto
price.
Contour and Amanside R24.
Price wise, I don't know if I took a video or not. The beers were about the same price as the soda. So I mean, soda was €2.80, and water was about the same price, and then the beers were the same. The big ones I think were like 3 or 4 euros. So all the beverages, even alcohol in terms of like beer, were all about the same price. It was like those mixed drinks that I showed that cost a little bit more. The slushy thing that Abby Lynn got, you buy the cup and fill it the first time for 5 euros, and then you can refill it for 3. So that's something we can bring back and keep getting. As far as I saw, there were no meal plans, which is something that we had used at Six Flags all the time, and we definitely got our money's worth. So the kids were like, I want this, I want that. I'm like dying on prices, but like I said, it's moderately priced. I don't think it's as outrageous as Disney. Kind of on par with like Six Flags pricing, I think. We paid about 29 euros for our dinner for all 5 of us. We paid 20 euros in drinks and snacks, and then the lunches, I think we were at about 30 euros for lunch. So we're all, for 5 people for an entire day, I mean, yeah, it's expensive, but not the most expensive in terms of theme parks. So now I really do think that's it. The kids are tired. We've got about 35 minutes left.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary. It's our anniversary, you guys. 12 years.
12 years.
That's why we kind of spurged and went all in on passes, was because of our anniversary, and we'll keep coming for the whole year. So thank you so much for watching and listening to our big long novel. Have a great day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you have not, so you can see more of our adventures all around Europe, and maybe baking if I ever get around to it again. And have a good day. Bye.